Students, today I'm going to send you a video tutorial in regarding to the next chapter, which is chapter number 14, that we are going to continue, which is about the Indian physical division. Now in this chapter, we are going to learn about the importance of various structural, physical, uh, natural things that exist in the geographical features of our India. Now these geographical structures have a very significant influence on various different things of our country, which is about in regarding to the mountains, most probably the plateaus which that exists in our country, in our geographical features. Now these mountains or plateaus or different features, geographical features, that bring about various differences in regarding to various things like climatic conditions, soil, the type of natural vegetation that is found in these areas. And we are in this chapter we are going to learn about these various important things that prevails around these areas. The first one that we are going to start with is the existence of the Himalayas. Now how this Himalayas has been seen as one of the important features. Now there are various significant things that the Himalayas gives us. One, they extend from Jammu and Kashmir in the west and Arunachal Pradesh in the east. Now how these two places are very much significant? The reason is that we have a territorial boundary with some other countries. Like if we talk about Jammu and Kashmir, we have our neighboring countries like Pakistan, we have our neighboring countries like China, Tibet. Now these Himalaya ranges that flows through various different parts on these areas, it constitutes a boundary or a border, you can say, between the different countries like Pakistan, we have China, then we have Tibet and all. Okay, so you can consider that it is one part of a boundary that is constructed, a one form of natural boundary that is constructed. Now the two mountain ranges, that is the Himalayas, the Karakoram ranges from the northern mountains, and the Himalayas, which actually means is abode of snow, are the highest mountain ranges in the world. Now they form a big wall in the northern part of India as a boundary for India, that is between the India and China, and certain parts in India and Pakistan areas also, the ranges that are there to certain extent. Okay, now the total length is about 2500 kilometers and their width varies from about 200 kilometers in the east to about 500 kilometers in the west. Okay, here there are many states which are located or which are in touching the Himalayas, that is the Himachal Pradesh, then you have Jammu and Kashmir, Arunachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim are some of the major important states of this place. Okay, and along with some other northern states such as West Bengal are also part of the certain part of the North Bengal areas also touches the northern mountain ranges of the Himalayas. Now the hill regions in the northern easterns are the Garo Hills, then Khasi Hills, then Naga, Jaintai, the Mizo Hills. Now these hill ranges are not very high, but they are also important as they are covered with thick forest areas. Okay. Now about Himalayas, I had told you about a picture or as general details I had provided you last time before we started learning about different states on the northern part of India, where I talked about the existence of Himalayas, the importance of Himalayas, where I also stated that Himalaya has three important parts, right? The first one is Himadri, which is known as the Greater Himalaya. The second one is Himachal, which is known as the Middle Himalaya. And the third one is Sivalik, which is known as the Lesser Himalaya. Now how their names are given is that the heights and the ranges from the northern, and as it flows down and the slopes starts decreasing, the height starts decreasing, the names of these Himalayas are differently categorized as Himadri, Himachal and Sivalik. Now we are going to learn about various important significance of each of these ranges or each of these parts of the Himalayas. Okay. Now the first one is about the Himadri range, the range of Himadri. It is the northern range with has an average height of 6,000 meters. Now Himadri range is the highest and therefore remains covered with, every time it is covered with snow, every time it is snowy areas, lot of glaciers are been found there. Okay. Now rivers that flow from there are Indus, Ganga, Yamuna and Brahmaputra. These ranges that it originates from. Okay. Now from this, the Mount Everest, Mount Kanchenjunga, Mount Annapurna are some of the high peaks in these ranges, and some of the important mountain passes, means waves, are Jozila Pass and Changla Pass, which is in Jammu and Kashmir. It is located. Now Himadri region, it receives quite a significant amount of rainfall, which is quite heavily coming in the time of the monsoon area or the cold, and as it is snow and as it is filled, every time filled with snowy, it is quite cold in regarding to its temperature. Now life for the people and animals there would be very difficult, as significantly understood that as it is covered with snow and all, and cultivation also is not possible to a larger extent, where only certain things that can be grown, and most of the dependency is from the outside communication, getting it carried out through transport system from the outside part of the territories other than Himadri. The next is about the Himachal ranges. Okay, the Himachal ranges is called as the middle Himalaya range. Now the mountains are lower than the Himadris, means it is lesser in height. Rohtang Pass in Himachal Pradesh is located in this range. Okay. Now trees like pine, chir, deodar cover the slopes of this mountain. That means what? That is a kind of vegetation, or you find greenery there, vegetables there, or trees there growing. Now fruits like apples, plums, peaches, apricots, pears and cherries are grown here. These mountain slopes are favorable for terrace farming, like Gulmarg, Palangam, Dalhousie, Simla, Kullu, Mussoorie, Nainital and Darjeeling lies in these ranges. Now one of the important part is that is located, or it is concerned with our own state, that is West Bengal, is the Darjeeling, which lies in the Himachal ranges. Now summer month are cooler. Why? Because of the influence of the Himalayas, and whereas the winter months are very cold. Again, the same reason is the Himalayas, as it is near to Himalaya ranges. Now in this range, the lower slopes have orchids, while in the eastern part it is tea plantation are found. Most of the orchids means what? Fruits like grapes, strawberries. These are most probably grown in these areas, okay, of this Himalayan territory. And on the eastern part, if you see, tea plantation is one of the major plantation or growing activities that has been done. The next is about the Siwalik ranges. Now the Siwalik range is called as the lowest and the most found in the southernmost range of the Himalayas, that is lower part of the Himalayas. It is made of hills rather than mountains. Small hills, constructive hills that are parallel to each other, nearby to each other. It is constructive of those, or accounting of those all hills. Now this range is famous for its thick forest and wild, which includes tigers, leopards, bears and crocodile. Means what? Wildlife also exists in Siwalik ranges. Now most of the land here is used for growing crops like maize, potato and rice. These are the three major crops that are being grown in the Siwalik ranges. Now the slopes of these hills are utilized for terrace farming. Okay, cattle's rearing is also common in this range. The Tarai region, that is the lower part of the region, forms the foothills of the Siwalik ranges, most of which lies in Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh. It is flat, quite flat area. Marshy area means greenery is there, and that receives a lot of rainfall. And because of having good amount of rainfall there, and it is a plain, quite a places which are plain, where significant form of farming can be possible, that is terrace farming that has been done there. It is good for growing various other different kind of crops like wheat, sugarcane, rice are cultivated. Now the Tarai region In the Tarai region, it is enriched with many national parks and wildlife sanctuaries, like the Jim Corbett National Park in Uttarakhand is a place of tourist interest. Okay, so these are some of the important things or basic important things that you can understand about the importance of Himalayas and the different forms of Himalayan ranges. Now, what are the importance of Himalayas that it plays in India? Now, Himalaya protects India from foreign interference, that as it acts as a natural boundary between different countries. Now, throughout the year, the melting snow of Himalayas glacier provides water to our rivers. Now, during the time of certain seasons, when the glacier starts melting down, it forms a source of water through rivers for us. The Himalayas also prevent the extremely cold winds coming from the northern Asia from entering India. From northern part of Asia, while it enters into Indian territories, these cold winds bring about extreme cold weather condition. Okay. The Himalayas act as a barrier for the rain-bearing monsoon winds, thus resulting in heavy rainfall. Rain barrier means what? It obstructs the rain clouds, and due to the obstruction that has been done by the Himalayas, what happens? We get enough amount of rainfall in various different ranges or the places of the states of India. The forest of Himalayas provides many important products like medicines, resins, honey and timber. Most probably medicines are being provided here because natural shrubs or herbs are being found in the forest or the lower part of the Himalayan ranges, and it is quite important for us in regarding to various different things. And other than that, honey and timber means wood. Because of the forest area, we get wood supply from here. Now, these forests are also home for many wildlife. Because of this, we can understand in the Tarai regions that we studied, there are various different animals that have been found, and even for their protection and safety, there have been various wildlife sanctuaries and national parks have been declared there, okay, to keep these animals preserved. Now, animals like tiger, rhinoceros, snow leopard, most probably snow leopards are found here, and wild yak. Now, yak is one of the important animals that are found in the mountain areas or the hilly areas. Okay, so that signifies the importance of the Himalayas for India. Okay, now in upcoming classes we are going to again continue learning about more of the other significant parts, that is the northern plains, about different existence of different rivers that play an important role in Indian territories, and then we'll come to this chapter. And as we do it, then we'll in a rapid way I'll also provide you with the notes and other details. Now, along with this chapter tutorial, I will also send you videos, pictures of the chapters, that important diagrams that are there, which gives important pictures where few important names of ranges are been given here. Okay, if you see in page number 113, the map is there where it has various important locations or names written of important rivers, mountain places. Okay, those things you'll have to note it down and study. Okay, it can be there that I could ask you to put this in your during the examination time. Okay, so go along with it and go see this tutorial properly, and if you have any doubt, do feel free to ask me in our next class. Thank you very much, everyone.